All right. There's chaos going on in the background. Let's see here. Oh God. There we go. I don't need that loud right now. While it advertises like crazy. All right. And now, let's get rid of that. I want to see people typing things. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Okay. Oh, it's been a hot minute since I've streamed. I can't believe they've already been running stuff for 2 hours. Christ, think of the Pacific time people, man. Breaking my heart. Okay. I got this recording. Oh, I woke up 20 minutes ago. I was up. Well, I'll wait to tell the crap I was doing. Okay. Let's do... Oh my God, I have to remember all this. Must have been like 3 months since I've streamed. Welcome back! Properties, advanced audio? No, that's not it. Oh, filters, that's right. Here we go. Upward compression. Boom.
Fable today. I know that's high on my
Fable.
wish list.
Yeah.
Justin, I'll go to you first here.
Please let me see Fable.
Like, I'm gonna lose it because it feels like a misleading social post, right? So I really hope it's there. I would love to see Fable gameplay.
Yeah, Kat, the pessimist
Love to
inside
see
me
Fable
can't help but
gameplay.
go, well, what
Come
if
on, man,
it's
who
for,
won it?
Like a PC port or a remaster
Fable's a
or something?
frickin' classic.
Because I'm with Destin. I'm gonna actually get my
connection.
Pitchfork and torch. And
I
I'm
am
gonna march
streaming.
with you to Microsoft if this is not.
Right?
Kat, are you with us? Is this gonna be Playground's game?
In fairness, I think a Fable 2 remaster would be kind of cool. Actually, it's a classic. But
It is great. It's
There
the
we
first one
go.
of the series.
But I think that Fable actually, if it really hits, has a chance to really kind of knock our socks off because Playground Games, I think it's one of the unsung heroes of the Xbox lineup.
What is the stream health?
Consistently put out
Excellent. It makes sense.
amazing
It's
work
early in the
for
morning.
Horizon, and I'm kind of
Well,
desperate to see
okay,
them
not that
branch
early.
out. And Fable has historically been a big template.
Early
of
for
Xbox
Shiloh.
a long time since we've seen it, and this could be a really fantastic open
Okay,
world
cool.
revival for a
I
classic
think
series.
I haven't had
Absolutely.
one
Alright,
issue with
so
this
let's-
stream.
now that game's almost
Fantastic.
certainly not
Let's
coming
go
out
full
this fall.
screen then.
Let's focus on what we think the second half of Xbox's year could look like. We already
Second
know,
half.
of course, that Starfield is the headliner. But Stella, what could the fall look like? We know Starfield's in. Stalker is not going to be here today, but like the last
Stalker
time we
needs to
saw
be
Stalker
here.
2 was a trailer at the very end of last year that just said 2023. So
Funny.
like that could
Everything's
could be playing
delayed,
that this
man.
fall,
That's
right?
the
It's
point.
very
Every
possible. And I know that they've been going
fucking
through a
thing is
lot
delayed.
recently, especially with all the different leaks and the hackers that have been going through their files. But they're just like, oh, don't look at that
What,
stuff.
that- you're gonna
So I'm
blame the
wondering,
hackers? Come on.
Is it pretty significant stuff? Maybe that means that there
Come
is a
on.
lot to the game that is finished now. So honestly, the more I look at Stalker, the more I revisit all the footage.
more you look at
I'm like, you know
Stalkers?
what? I'm really excited for this. So I don't know. I think potentially, yeah.
there we
Late
go.
this year, I think we could get Stalker 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's we'll certainly understand if they don't, given that they're fighting off literal invaders in their home country. But yeah, 2023. They've been
said
quiet
that
for a
was
while,
way
other
too
than saying
upbeat.
Today they posted.
I mean,
online
it's
saying that they
understandable.
won't be
They're
at the
literally
showcase.
fighting for their lives.
But Destin, so
Hey.
all right, Starfield's in, Stalker 2 maybe.
Shadow.
Forza
one and
seems
only.
like high,
Thank you,
high
sir.
probability of shipping this year.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I did no
like, it was
advertising,
supposed
so
to,
I'll be
I have to imagine
surprised
they're pretty close.
if
Yeah. That game looks gorgeous.
more than a couple people stop
I really
by.
hope to see more of it today. I'm
that's
excited
fine.
to see more of it today because it's confirmed. And then they're doing the
I'm
fourth
okay
month
with that.
right around the corner.
maybe they
Yeah.
can revisit
and then
the download.
another one I think could be part of the Xbox fall, the second half of the year. Maybe even they drop it in the summer. That'd be amazing. But Replaced, another that sort of Blade Runner-y pixel art game. We've seen a couple trailers
You're gonna
for,
be my
which looks like
sound
one
engineer
of the coolest
here.
indie games
So,
coming
to my
Xbox,
voice,
and it is an
to this
exclusive.
guy's
also a Ukrainian
voice.
developer, also in the
Which
same
I've-
unfortunate
I
circumstances.
mean, I love
that
what
the
he
Stalker
does,
2 team is.
something
So
about the tone of
we'll
his
see
voice.
about that. But it, potentially we're looking at a really nice fall for Xbox. Now, let's shift attention. We've got a few minutes left before
Yeah,
the direct
I'm-
starts.
I'm not
about
that
5
type of,
minutes to be specific. What do we need to see
Yeah,
from Starfield
I'm not at that
today
level.
As
And
the
as far
big
as doing
game, the
these things,
biggest
I don't want to
Xbox
be at that
exclusive
level.
in
I'm
quite
only
a
doing
long
this
time.
because it's
What
Starfield.
does this Starfield Direct need
I like
to achieve?
interviews.
Sal, I'm going to go to you
I
first.
like modders.
Ooh, okay, well, we definitely need to see.
Okay,
for
yeah,
me personally,
I agree.
definitely
He
need
could
to see
always be a
combat,
little
how that's going to
quieter.
look. We got a little bit of that, but I do remember. If you remember last year, I pointed out, oh, it looked a
drop him
little
down.
weird to me. I wasn't a big fan of how it looked, especially with the way that the enemy name and everything was displayed.
let's
So
put it there.
I do want to see more of how that combat system is going to work, which I don't doubt it'll be good, but I do want
Alright,
an
how's
in-depth
that?
look at it. And of course, again, I want to know how relationships are going to work with people, because one of the biggest things with Fallout was being able to forge these relationships, see how your dialogue choices were going to change.
Yeah.
My
the story.
voice, his
I need
voice,
to see
my
that.
voice,
So for me,
his
that's
voice.
what I need to see.
Destin, how about you?
Cool.
I'm with Stella. They need to show story beats. They need to show how that aspect of it's
But,
going to play out.
I-
Show the RPG
Just
mechanics.
for this
that-
moment, I'm going to shut him up for a second. I'm going to wake up in 4 minutes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was up last night. I had to do a character for SS2E. I had to input him, put all the dialogue. I've been having a bunch of issues, but I finally got to put it in there, and I was like, okay. I downloaded Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion because I heard about the Armada 3. I know I'm late to the show, but Armada 3 mod where it turns into Star Trek, because I've been complaining about Star Trek games, and I've been just having a blast with it. So I was up till 2, and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I could still get up. My alarm, I'm like, turn off. And I wake up, I'm like, 9:30. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. But on that token, Armada 3 was really fun. I'm getting chased around by another Federation in a circle. I keep just destroying his stuff so he doesn't keep taking over my territory. Yeah, I had 2 or 3, but recently, I've always been a chef for most of my life. Only recently did I get back into construction. And, yeah. I prefer the nightlife. Just some people built that way. Okay, I think I can hear this guy's voice again.
We did a whole hour of this.
I did a whole
last week,
hour of
for
this.
our regular podcast on
Okay.
Lockdown, so we won't repeat ourselves too much here, but on the eve, so pretty much nothing's leaked. It's been an airtight run up to this thing.
Yeah,
We
unfortunately.
haven't had to dance around any weird leaks. So let's do it.
I want the
Predictions
weird
for what we'll
leaks.
see today. I'll
The
start
whole
at the end of the table and work my way
Starfield
back.
content for
Kat,
some
you're
freaking
up.
channels
I
is
think we're gonna
all
see
the
Hellbilly
leaks.
2, and we haven't talked about it much, but I wouldn't be shocked if it got a fall release date.
I
That'd be a
am,
great stinger
as he
to the
said,
show.
looking forward
That's right,
to
we didn't even
maybe
talk about that.
Fable,
Definitely could
anything
be part
Avowed,
of Xbox's fall. That would
remasters
strengthen
of
things
Fallout.
quite a bit.
I know there's a
Destin?
long
I think
shot.
Avowed is the closer to the show. But what I actually want to see is In Exiles FPS RPG. And Ryan, you got me on this
Yeah,
one.
and
I
all
hope
the-
it's a Fallout 1 remake.
Yeah,
we
he just said-
kinda
he just
worked
said
into
the
this
same
whole
things,
theory
remake.
that-
Yeah.
on the
Watch
last
Unlocked,
episode,
everybody.
but I think you're really onto something there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Brian Fargo, the
Yeah,
head of In
that's-
Exile,
that's
has
basically
a
what I'm
connection
looking
to the
forward
original
to.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Phantom Liberty,
it would
sure.
be something
But
people would love
it's
to
one of
play
those things
that
where I'm gonna
wouldn't
wait
get in the way of a
for
future Fallout 5.
it to be
Like,
on
I really
a
think you're onto
discount.
something with this
Yeah,
theory.
like Dead Space was
I
great. They just
love
remastered
Cyberpunk,
Metroid Prime.
but like
let's do
I have
Fallout
so
1.
many games right now that I
Stella?
need to be with.
Yeah, so mine
and
was
content-wise.
So Arc 2 was supposed to release this year anyway,
So,
so I'm like,
for
we're
me to get
definitely
the
going to see
DLC
an
to
Arc 2
it, I
gameplay
need
trailer
more
because they
time to
switched
really
everything
forget
over
almost
for Arc
everything,
1, all their
so that I
servers,
can
because
kind
they
of
said
like
it's gonna be
relive the
better
whole thing
maintenance.
and
So
then
I
have the
definitely think we'll
DLC.
get a gameplay trailer, and
That's what I like to do. I like to get it, wait till all the DLCs come for it, and then try it again. So I get to like re-experience it twice because I don't know what all the tweaks are. I don't know what they've changed,
yeah. So we need
and
to
it
see
plays like a
something.
new game. So
For me,
It's also 'cause
I
I'm
am
trying to
gonna
be
go
cheap.
To one of my favorite franchises that
But
again, we know is happening.
what I want to know is
but
what
it's
kind of
all
legacy
been-
edition.
nothing's official.
What
I
are
think we're
what
gonna
kind
get
of things?
some
Because
kind
we
of
know the
Unreal
watch
Engine
for Starfield.
5-based gameplay teaser for Gears of War 6.
But
or
I'm
just
wondering
Gears 6
if
they
they're going to
stick
have
with the
some
more
ultimate
recent
edition,
nomenclature on
you
that.
know,
I
like
hope
they
so.
did with the
We
helmet
know
or something.
That the Coalition, they've been
So
getting their
is
hands
your
dirty
number
in Unreal
one
Engine
Phantom
5
Liberty?
with doing the work on that Matrix Awakens tech demo.
Shout out
So
Tom Penty.
yeah, I think Gears 6. All right, we are
All
getting
right.
down to the wire
Done.
here before we toss things over to Microsoft. Just a reminder, IGN Summer of Gaming is happening all through June, and we'll be doing this whole thing.
Let's see.
all
How
over
is this
again
one
for
going to
an
be
Xbox
laid out? Are
Extended
they going to,
Showcase.
of course,
The
they're going to do their
countdown is
weakest
on.
links first,
Let's
or are
do
they
it.
going to start hard? Ooh, mature. That's already a start. It just goes into Pornhub's new app. Oh, get the scroll screen out there. What the hell? Go away.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich. Okay. Let's do it. What do I think about heroes? Well, we've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place with their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
Wanker.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits,
Oh,
don't they?
Fable.
Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Just look at them.
Not wafting around mythical creatures. And that's what they are.
Chicken
Wafters.
kicker.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment. This is awkward.
Yeah. Oh,
Fable, yeah. As soon as I saw the chicken kicking. But where's the gameplay? I mean, great drop trailer, but
World.
I thought they said they were only going to do in-game. Hell yeah, I'll take it. Oh, what is this? Ooh, that's a beat-up guitar.
Death don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. He'll come to your house and it won't stay long. You look in the bed and somebody be gone.
This is my jam.
Death don't have no mercy in this land.
shaking bones.
Jake.
Been a while. So, you remember that favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody?
I know it looks like stop motion. Kind of a fun design.
Sneaky.
Oh, I'm gonna download that song day one. So this is what they're gonna do. They're just gonna start with all the freaking animated trailers, and then at maybe a second half actually show us something.
World premiere.
I have no idea what the hell that game is. Oh, it's interesting. And that song was a banger.
Times. At least that's what I hear.
What?
The Empire? They're everywhere.
Ooh.
But the world here
Okay, I'm okay with this animated.
belongs to the syndicates. I
Done
wanna
spotted.
survive. I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
Was that Revan?
There she is.
Nope, just bounty hunters. What is this?
I've been held back my whole
Let me
life.
guess, it's on Tatooine? Oh no.
And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off,
Badass
you'll
robot.
never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy.
Yeah.
But it's a big galaxy out there. And I'm gonna risk it all.
You were right with them hitting hard. Star Wars Outlaws. Once again, I don't know what type of game it is. It's probably another Jedi Fallen Order.
Wow. Fable,
I want-
South of Midnight, Star
Wow.
Wars Outlaws.
Fable.
Welcome to our first ever double feature. The Xbox
That should be
Game
a meme.
Showcase, followed by a deep dive
Her
into
excitement
one of
is
the most important
palpable.
RPGs ever made, Starfield.
Not just the
Gaming
endless
is the
back
most
forth of
powerful
Jedi.
of all
Yeah,
entertainment.
exactly.
It
That's
transports, it
pretty much
challenges,
what
it
Star Wars has
connects
been
us,
missing is that
and
the
it's just
actual average
incredibly and
person,
awesomely fun.
not this opera of light
That
and
is why
dark all the
Team
time.
Xbox is committed to building
Like,
the
I
greatest
want a
place to
Dash
play.
Rendar.
By partnering
That's what
with
I
the most
want.
ambitious of game creators,
But, you know,
and by unleashing the power
old
of
school.
the
I don't even know
gaming
if he
community,
is he not
enabling
Legends.
all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs
Wow,
to consoles.
Fable.
The lineup we have for you today is just incredible. incredible.
Holden emoted.
These are the works of the very greatest creative teams from around the world. We made this show for you, the largest, most engaged, and globally diverse fan base in Xbox history. You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion drives us, and you are the inspiration for the visionaries whose games we showcase today.
Is she selling me
From
equity?
me
What?
And all of the team at
Is this
Xbox,
a mortgage commercial?
Thank you. This next game is from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning studio behind Spiritfarer, who've gone back to their combat roots with an amazing,
Come on, I don't need this.
focused action
Just-
game that is uniquely
They went hard and
theirs.
then they just dropped it
All
off.
right, everybody, it's time.
she rehearsed too much. That's the problem.
World
She's
premiere.
turned it into a robot. World premiere. Oh, number 2, huh? I was not expecting to see that. What the hell? The canned lines. Death. Is this number 2 of Hades? It looks like it, but is that an angel? Or am I... Oh. Okay. That's kind of a cool idea. Yeah. Cannon fodder. "33 Immortals." Okay. It just has a similar art. I thought it was Hades 2 at first. Is Thunder Lotus the same company? I don't keep up to date with that.
All right, guys.
I know that mask.
Just in and out. Nothing to it.
Time to rob some banks. Do you see Path of Exile 2? It looked pretty... Path of Exile has been having one hell of a long run, and they keep adding stuff.
Everybody hit the floor.
I want to get Diablo, but once again, I don't want to pay full price for it right now. I have enough games. But I do have Path of Exile. It's free. Can't complain with that. Is it on PlayStation? I mean, not PlayStation. Is it on Xbox? Oh, this series? Yeah, I played it. I never bought them. I played it at a friend's house. The original, I think. I mean, they definitely look fun. They look like the heist from like GTA 5. But, you know, obviously cleaner graphics for just the heist part. Oh, that's cool. Will the second one be, though? Payday 3. At September 21st? Ooh, you're going to be overshadowed, my man.
World premiere.
Just say world premiere once, and then just do the... At East Studio. Oh, is this Persona? Is this what Mr. Matty loves? I've never played these games. I think I would. I mean, I enjoy this kind of. I can't say this days. Like I kind of had my, you know, Japanese RPG games back in the day, but I haven't really dived back into them. It didn't click. Yeah, it feels like one of those things. If you didn't get in and like it doesn't bring up the childhood, like playing Final Fantasy. Like if it doesn't inspire that in you, I'm kind of like, I don't know, to get into it at now. I'll give it a shot though. Not against it. In-game footage and cinematic. Oh. Assassin's Creed or the pirate game? Oh, Obsidian.
People don't like you very much, do they? Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself.
What is this?
To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls.
A plague? You mean zombies? It's zombies.
I want us to trust you. But the truth is,
Final Fantasy X was my favorite. I love Final Fantasy VII too, though. Yeah, I can't grind it anymore. I played Final Fantasy X to completion.
the power you wield.
Is this Avowed?
Secrets you keep.
Has to be, right?
You're either here to save us or destroy us.
Ooh.
So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Okay, it is Avowed. I should have guessed with Obsidian, but 2024. Well, that's good. Not first quarter. Or yeah, that one I'm excited for. It looks a little more, World of Warcraft than I was expecting. I mean, just a little bit, not that deep. Oh, Sea of Thieves. I have that game. I enjoyed it a little bit, but haven't got back into it because I need some sort of leveling system. Yeah, we got this end of this year and next year. I think Xbox players have been saying that for a while, though. Monkey Island, yes.
Bar, the most notorious tavern on Melee Island.
The most notorious mar of them all.
So tell me, which ship is right for you? A big ship? A luxury ship? A ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi?
The legend of Monkey Island? You mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. So I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood. The legend of Monkey Island.
LeChuck has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Well, what do we have here?
You need these.
Things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
I played it solo. You're gonna die. People are gonna hunt you. But you can run into people in the game pretty easy. I did run into one person and we ran around. It's fun. I don't know why I need some sort of leveling system. I don't know why.
World premiere.
I don't know. Something happened. Like, cosmetics do nothing for me. I need a can or something you buy that increases something. I don't know. Asobo! The next generation of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, are you excited? Pursue your dream of a career in aviation. I don't... just not my type of game. I mean, cool. I could understand the appeal, but I don't want to, like, save people from explosions. I want to create the explosions. That's more on me. Yeah, me neither. That looked like a square Pokeball. Do you wish you were a pilot, but didn't want those long classes and responsibilities? Well, now you can. You can even kill your clients and there will be no retribution. Just don't. God, that is an ugly plane. I know that one too. That's the one they use for NASA stuff. I mean, I was in the Navy and I still don't give a damn about any of these planes. Glider, yeah. Scientific research? Wow! Hot air balloon trips. Raging gameplay. It's easy once you get the hang of it. Oh, hello, Mouthblood, by the way. Is this another flight simulator? On a desert planet? Is this Arrakis? Did they make a flight simulator on Dune? Well, yeah, Obsidian Ant too. He's a big fan. I need it to be in space. I know that seems like a really thin distinction. Dune, yeah, Dune Flight Simulator. Okay. Is there worms?
Hi, Melina here, speaking to you from our performance capture
Hellblade.
stage at Ninja Theory, where we have just wrapped our shoots for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coastline.
Yes.
Today, we're taking
Well,
you
that
deeper
spear
into
didn't do
Senua's
too much.
story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's Saga. What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
You mean actual gameplay? Yes. That? Is that real gameplay?
She can feel them slipping through her soul, following the threads of her mind. She's here to find them, the ones who hide. She needs their help with a promise, a question.
Riveting intro.
But it's never so simple, is it? Wisdom has a price. There's always a part of you that changes. A part of you that darkens.
Are those wall sphincters?
And a part of you that dies.
Over there. That pool. I can feel them. I can feel them everywhere. The lost ones. They are watching us.
Oh, wall sphincter. Aw, thank you, honey.
You should never have come here.
Dr. Pepper delivery.
What is going to happen? It's time to find out. How can we make it happen? It's time to find out. Why are they watching? It's time to find out. What are they waiting for? Segma.
Exactly, what are we waiting for?
Waiting for.
I'm here.
Watching more than one. Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want? I don't like it.
Man, we're gonna have to put you on lithium.
Their eyes everywhere. I can feel them boring into her. What is she supposed to do? Do something. Ask them.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, drop some acid. This ayahuasca journey is crazy.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find?
I hope this isn't their in-game footage.
What if it's all for nothing? What is that? There. They are waiting. There. It's them.
Oh, a water sphincter. They're really going deep with that technology.
What will we do to us? Touch it.
Touch it. Touch the water sphincter.
Feel.
Do it. Oh, you're sick.
Your voices.
There's something wrong with you, lady.
That are broken. You can be whole. All the grief, all the rage, all the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done has led me to this place.
We've come so far, not far enough. Say it. You are ready. Tell them.
I am here. Now.
What if we get lost forever? What will happen to them? What will happen to you?
I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
Who are these around you, Senua?
Oh, sweet Jesus, that was
Those
terrible.
you have saved, or those you led to death?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good way to make difficulty, and then there's kind of like real pain. Dead Island 3! No. Oh. Is this a Yakuza game? Always need more Yakuza games. Was that lotion perfection lotion?
Oh my god! A treasure!
なんだよ。どうかしたか?
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
俺がどうかしたのか? Huh? Huh? Huh?
ゴロー The Call of 76. Do I have to reinstall it?
Appalachia. What a sight! A verdant wonderland of promise plucked from post-atomic blight. The fruit of years of prudent progress and determined reclamation, and 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination. From the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam
No one knows
alone or
anything
spend your
about
time with
76.
friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore. Our world is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns. Yes, from Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour. You're never short on things to do or places to explore.
Yes, you are
Think
always
you've
short
seen
on
it
things
all,
to
eh?
do.
Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City.
Huh?
So there you have it. Now you know. There's a million ways to make the wasteland your
What
waste home. And
remake?
when you
Give
hear
me-
adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the
Yeah,
call of Vault
I mean, I install it and I play it a little bit, but I'm always.
call of Vault 76.
I need this. I need
Play
story.
it now with Xbox Game Pass.
After I played all the story that there is, I mean, the minimal amount of it. It's just kind of grinding out your house and
World premiere.
nuking everything and killing big baddies. A Dynasty Warriors? I'm down for that. That's a guilty pleasure. Capcom. Ooh, creepy hands. That's always a good sign. Oh. Nothing screams badass like the pink flames of a sword. What the hell am I watching? Can't tell if it's a Dance Dance Revolution or a fighting game. I know. You know, a lot of trippy stuff, but not enough gameplay. Oh, there we go. Yes, show me what the actual game will look like. Still, I think it may be part Dance Dance Revolution. Path of the Goddess. No idea. What is with these filler ones? I mean, at least there's a large array of different stuff for different people, right?
General Motors' historic commitment to performance
Oh, no racing
is
games.
embodied in two of its iconic brands, Chevrolet and Cadillac.
Oh yeah, I think
The V-Series
it could be fun.
R elevates
It looked
Cadillac's
good once they
competitive
actually showed
spirit
the
to a whole new level.
actual
with its
gameplay.
thunderous V8 and hybrid power. The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades. The all-new Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray
Why does his voice sound
continues
familiar?
that tradition. General Motors is proud to usher in a new era of competition with the innovators behind the new Forza
I'm gonna have to look up who did this narration.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are
Yeah, I
pairing
know a
their
lot of
strengths
people are
in
excited for
technical
this one.
excellence and sophisticated modern design to take bold steps into the future and bring that experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray to the home of competition.
Oh yeah, Forza.
I know you're ready. You've got this.
I mean, for me, what game I like to race? Burnout. Yeah. I think that's the last time I was playing.
Let's tweak the car's performance for the next one.
I know there's people that have the whole rig in their house. So, when is it going to release though? It's already been delayed. That's what I'm curious about, at least.
That was your best lap yet.
This is my timeline.
Come on, where's my Twisted Metal? That's the racing game you need. Yeah, or that that off-road thing you're showing me. I would prefer that. I like going to racetracks. Just the feeling of how fast these cars roll.
That ever was, and all that ever will.
Oh yeah, Necrom.
I have seen betrayal.
I saw this and it kind of made me want to play online again. Mayrunes.
I am the one who knows.
Yeah, me too. That's why I like the Burnout, where you can just like launch the cars and tumble them and just destroy them in different ways.
For perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I feel disconnected from fate's flow. Unseen forces move against me, hungry for forbidden knowledge.
Hungry for forbidden knowledge
Kept hidden.
of where I put my sandwich.
That threatens to unravel reality itself.
Hermaeus Mora, a scourge on all of Skyrim. Like, even when they pretty up the graphics for this video, every time I play it, I'm like, God, Skyrim looks better standard than.
The secret. Save Tamriel.
Save Tamriel. Give us your money. Join now.
CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is under attack. I know.
Yeah, speaking of which, Sky Oblivion. That's what I'm waiting for.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics.
Wait.
They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall. There's new blood on the team, and we have so much to teach them.
What the hell is... Oh, I know what this is.
We can stop Null Sector. Maybe we can save the city.
Not my thing. But once again, very popular series.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
Yeah, Overwatch.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way.
It reminds me of like Torchlight design with
To
guns.
interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
Oh, there's your Gundam though.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
Target marked.
Time to create peace with bullets.
And if you play now, you can have a 12-year-old go ahead and pee on your corpse and tell you how lame you are. Story missions, yeah. If that's a feature, I'm already out. I need it to be a necessity. What do we got? 20 more minutes till the real showcase?
Let's go.
Shall we do this together?
Fight with me.
Engaging. Watch this. I saw that. Not bad.
World premiere.
World premiere. Atlas in P Studio again.
What is this place? It looks
Just
like
pumping
we're
out
in a
games.
palace.
What the hell is going on? Who are these people?
No idea. But if they're attacking us, our only choice is fighting
Hello
back.
Kitty turned evil.
Can you get us out of here?
So you're telling me you're thieves who steal hearts, and you just happen to
Oh,
stumble
Tactics,
into this world?
Persona Tactics or whatever.
The Rebel Corps will always
Come on, give me
help
Final
the
Fantasy
Rebel
Tactics.
Corps, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped the Rebel Corps. Never forget that we're a united force who can rely on each other.
You should be grateful.
Yes, Mr. Maddie must be blowing his lid right now.
But you're just mannerless little brats. Unfortunately, returning will be no easy feat.
Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. So,
I don't care what you say, that little cat creature is on PCP.
Let's show them what we got.
Yeah, Persona 5. 11/17/2023. Yep. Hardest to get Tactics Ogre. Yeah. Even the original just Final Fantasy Tactics was pretty brutal.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
Are we starting early?
The wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
They're getting a lot from her soundbite. Oh! That was the mech.
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
And look at that little vehicle lander. That's the same one I've seen 2 other times. Oh.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
What the Christ?
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
Oh, there's a lot to find in there.
This is where we belong.
All right. There was a lot in that video. And I also saw a launch pad for an old spaceship. But there looked like a couple crafts for ground crafts. I know, it just shuts down right in the middle of it. It looks like I have to re-record it for videos. Yeah, there just has to be ground vehicles. Or a space horse. Come on, man, how do you go to Starfield to anything else right now? Like, you should have just had that at the last to bring you into the Starfield Direct. A weird choice. Oh, he has a little ball sack for a face. Adorable. Balsacticus. Balticus. Yeah, there it is. A game where all you do is climb. Just keep climbing. I actually may be right about this. Yeah, armored space horse. With jetpacks for legs. Okay. Give you all the hype to zero energy. Interesting
World
take.
premiere.
I wouldn't mind it, but they did it a disservice by having to follow Starfield. That should have been closer in the middle there. Ooh. Ooh, a scary game. It looks like it has the writing of Alan Wake. It's the same text. Oil rig, yeah. They picked a great location. Oil rig, that is a terrifying concept. Wow, bright. Hey, you know what? I want a good snowboarding game. Kind of been a while. I miss those. This looks like Borderlands design, but turned up to 100 with the colors. sure what the hell that was either. So you're like, yeah, an oil rig. And then there, yeah.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm very excited to be returning as Johnny Silverhand.
What's up, Keanu?
In the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy mission and introduces Idris Elba as Secret Agent Solomon Reed. It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player, you'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do. I know the team at CD Projekt Red just keeps raising the bar when it comes to telling cinematic stories in video games. And I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself. And so it is my honor and pleasure to give you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty.
Why does it sound like he has cotton in his mouth?
Check it out.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking.
Yeah, it was like very muffled.
And I can save your life.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run! This way! Quick!
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me. The cure.
Situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate. Pick your truth, V.
Come on. Got iron in your head. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
So I wonder if you have to change the endings. Because there's a lot where you, like when you get into the hotel. Every home. Come, rent property here. It's all way too expensive. You can never buy a house again. That's what's been chosen in 2023. But here, you can pretend that you can actually afford property. Join us at Every City. Yeah, nothing. Is this like City Plans 2? You know, I like these type of games, but they're just never fun to watch, especially like other people play or anything. It's a very solitaire card game in game form, video game form. October 24th. I'm marking the date. Yeah, they're not. I mean, they're fun. They're like Sims fun. They're just like time killer fun, which I guess could be an oxymoron.
World premiere.
Jesus Christ, Atlas, calm down. Tokyo.
僕を覚えてるか
国民の信託を最も集めし者が次なる王となる資格を得るものとする陛下のお命が奪われるなど
汝定めを課せられし子に憂いを抱える旅人よ
こいつが
こいつが
果たして誰が次の王か
己自身命じなさい内なる英雄の姿に変われと
I know, they got whips to the Atlas designers back there. Although, looks like they're using the same animation for everything.
この国は今有史以来の危機にさらされているどうやら面白い力を手にしたようだ
主君に捧げると決めた覚悟そのものだ
Did you ever see the rock, paper, scissors animation that they did with AI? Or is this the two brothers battling with rock, paper, scissors? It's pretty funny.
全ての始まりはあなたの持つ小説
幻想はただの絵空事なんかじゃない
Oh, 3 more minutes. Is this the last one? Give me to that Starfield Direct, baby. That's what I'm here for. Metaphor? What? I don't care.
World premiere.
This has got to be the last one. Oh, Banner Saga, huh?
Humanity's cities have fallen. Our people's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry. You must explore this world. To find the origins of this evil. And bring hope back to our people.
Oh, very interesting. Like a side scroller with 3D animation. Like, what was that game? The Night Crashers, or?
Together, you can save humanity.
Well, that was true 2D though. Towerborn. That looks kind of cool. Post on, yeah. I will. Yeah, I got a lot to do today now after watching this. Well, we'll see what Starfield has. That's going to be a monster of information, if we're lucky. Uh, 10:59. Ooh, an Exile. Oh, it's giving me very. Dishonor?
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine.
But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
Yeah, I think this is gonna
If you
be.
resist my rule,
Oh, those are some cool guns.
if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
Oh no. What did I do?
Any last words before my friend puts one in your scalp?
Huh. Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's cool. That looks good. Have you ever played browser? Yeah, I used to do the browser imp. Yeah, those were pretty cool.
Thank you all for joining
Yes.
us. Today
Get
is a
to it.
special day for me and the team. I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year.
I do love In Exile.
From the RPG masters.
But that
at
sentence right there
Obsidian.
is right before they fall.
In addition to Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, Towerborn, and more in 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm
Ubisoft.
Games, 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor ReFantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback
these
on
dual
two
shots.
fronts. First, we have
So not
significantly
smooth.
increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Storage for the X? Mmm. Oh, these kind of commercials. Carbon black.
And now for the one more thing you've all been waiting for. Prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight and enjoy
Don't let me downside. 4K is a waste. Yeah, I'm not into 4K at this moment. Okay. This is good. Leather jacket? Leather jacket time? I don't have any more leather jackets. Oh, that's not true. I got my old motorcycle jacket. Yeah, never mind.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and
no
welcome
leather
to
Jacket.
Bethesda Game Studios. You know,
Betrayed
we've
me.
been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be?
Well, I hope it's the space
exploring a new
game.
world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do. And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look. Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world
I got
and
chills.
you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
There's Atlas.
That isn't just a
Atlantis.
backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you.
But does it actually
Our
work?
next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's
Is
atmosphere.
that the Seattle Arch? Not Seattle, sorry, St. Louis.
We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person. We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in.
Half gravity.
You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Spacer punk.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up. And you
case.
can view all that in your data menu.
I like the cola
This
pouch.
is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object.
Wow.
From all of your weapons, to spacesuits, to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship, We have companions and crew you can take with you. I
Fast
left
travel to your
Vasco
ship.
here back at my ship.
Welcome back,
Vehicle.
Captain Howard.
Where's the
And
vehicle?
he can even say your name. Let's head out.
And I guess you're not flying in the atmosphere.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight.
Yeah,
And we've
just
referred
watching
to
him
this
walk
approach
around.
as NASA
Nice.
Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded.
Although I'm
and
not seeing a
relatable.
vehicle.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship.
So, you know,
Your
he
ship
reminds
is
me
your
of Star
home
Citizen.
for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but
Level
resource
30.
heavy.
Okay, so it's
Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away.
So I don't
This
think it's gonna
uses your
level
ship's
2 you.
grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
grav drive. Okay. Cutscene. Oh, at least it's a quick cutscene.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Yeah, smuggling
Bloody, it's
confirmed.
Coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely
Well,
an
that means
eclectic
no
cast of
aliens that we know of.
You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of
Yeah, you don't
many
see
you'll
Baron
embark
later
on.
on, it looks like.
The Settled Systems is
So I
home
think
to all
the theory
kinds
of him being
different
killed is
stories,
right.
people, and adventures for you to uncover.
Ooh, that's a cool animal.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is
another
Freestar
Vasco
Collective
robot.
Space.
Nice city.
The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the Settled Systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
Cobra.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens
King
shall
Cobra?
be laid dust in time.
Cobra Commander.
A new face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm
There's
the type
that
of
line
person
again.
who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game.
Ah.
So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Yeah.
You start your character
Touch the
creation journey
relic,
as
you
though
go
you're
brain
cycling
dead.
through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had.
Oh,
We
that
let the
guy is
player
a-
get as close as possible to make
a
whatever they want.
confusing
With
body,
the
to be
various
sure.
facial morphs you can blend together. The
He looks like a
dermesthetic and
character
makeup,
creation.
blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
Well, I hope a lot of it reminds me of
Backgrounds
Mass
give you a bit
Effect.
of
Hopefully the
backstory
story.
And start you out with 3 basic skills.
Well, except there's no freaking
From
aliens.
chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera! Is it really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
Oh, there's the
maxing
blood.
out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
Okay, that's some satisfying punching.
That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
The Adoring
I'm
Fan?
very much a stealth player.
No,
So
not the
I'm
first
out there
playthrough.
pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy
I'll shoot him real quick.
is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Ooh.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them. I like blowing stuff up.
The gunplay looks better. Vehicle.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
Ooh, I love desert planets.
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we can start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Gotta show me more of what's going on out in space. I didn't really see much options there so far. Yeah, they could definitely crank up the AI too hard.
Space
for that, I'm
exploration
sure.
is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here, and you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship.
So this is basically
From
your
living
house.
quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
Yeah, I think Ellie had it
Our
right.
modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity,
If this is your
ship can
house,
look
why
like
would you build
almost
one on the
anything you
ground?
want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the
ridiculous.
only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when
Yeah.
you are, Captain.
Oh, she flies with you, huh?
Frontier is fueled and ready.
Wait, you become her boss?
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts,
Oh,
as well as unique quest
maybe
lines.
Barrett does live.
Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little
Aw.
extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed
around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please, avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to
Oh.
make him feel more
Guess he does
human-like
fight.
and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Blood
Using
for
the
the blood
shipbuilding
god.
tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
Still, vehicles. Say it with me, Bethesda. Ground vehicles.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers.
What about
Spaceflight
capital
should be
ships?
exciting and dangerous. And you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there. Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
What do you do with the board? Oh, you do take it.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this. When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want
Fun
to take
sentence.
over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them.
Oh, I don't drink.
in
When
my
I
cargo
drink, I
hold
get
that have specifically
crazy.
for sandwiches. I don't want to play the
Get
hero,
crazy, girl.
but I want to
Nice
go out
sandwiches.
and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Ah. What are you trying to say?
Stranger.
Grandma?
I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Oh, what's
Some
going
of the
on
best
there?
moments are the ones you discover on your own.
Our character's a freak.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit.
We know that part.
We want you to feel like explorers.
Oh, that's cool.
Breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder. And sometimes, a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
So they said to give you a fleet, because you could collect the ships. Do they follow you? Can you make that happen? Or just you collect them in a garage?
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know,
Sales
we put
pitch.
so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real
this
world
thing's
with
huge.
our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care in designing this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else.
Does it do
now
heart
that we're
rate?
part of Xbox, we get to work with the
I like the
amazing
glow
people on the Xbox
that's
hardware
behind
team,
him.
and together we have created
Makes it look like
this
I just woke up
custom
from a
limited
coma.
edition Starfield
Oh,
controller.
there it is.
It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
It's been on the internet, guys. Someone ratted you out. Now, what's the cost on that sucker? Come on, get out of the sales pitch, guys. I still need to know about these vehicles. That's gonna hurt me if there is none.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore.
Oh, that's going to be
creatures
fun to mod.
encounter,
That's going to be a
and
really
plants
cool
to pick
tool.
up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Yes, they are known for
Aggressive creatures
skeletons
have been
everywhere.
disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here.
If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
Pirate freebooter. Isn't freebooter a pirate in Dutch? A good old thwack to the back.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find,
more running,
harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Well, it definitely looks that way.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Was that red Nirnroot?
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds.
Oh. Taking a hint from New Vegas.
All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Oh, it looks like stealth is overpowered again.
Hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment.
Stealth Archer confirmed. Correct.
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around.
Yeah.
And for giving you an edge in combat.
Only boost packs for getting around?
Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
I mean, I love the boost pack. I think that's awesome.
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Ooh.
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols
Punch
and
a dinosaur.
submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Space magic. Ah! The robot gangs. Well, it's good to see that there's more robots running around. Oh, there is space magic.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and, wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about
X4
seeing a tower
has huge
over in the
ships.
distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships, audio design, planets, the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy,
exploration,
freedom,
the ending.
Vesca, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout.
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield. and make your own special moments.
Let's go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Well, at least the date's the same. Oh, pre-order out now. Seriously, how are they okay with not having vehicles? Like, it's the future. Does that question just not pop up? Like, wouldn't you want a bike to drive around? What's a vehicle? All we know is about spaceships. Cars are just, too much maintenance. Well, everything else looked great to me, except just really wanted some vehicles. I think it's hard to claim that maybe they're really holding out for the surprise of vehicles. Or, you know what, maybe they tried to get it in within the launch window and they just couldn't, and maybe it'll be in the DLC. That would, I guess that's all we can hope for at that point. Just makes no sense. Vowed and Fable. Probably out of that list. Oh, and Liberty. I would say the Star Wars one, but I have no idea what it, like, the gameplay is. Yeah. Ground vehicles is a big L. I mean, the world looked great. The shooting combat and the ability was great.
Welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming. That was the Xbox Summer Game Showcase.
Do I watch these guys?
McCaffrey,
I don't
hosted by
know.
IGN's
I don't think I
weekly
can
Xbox
do
Show
that.
Podcast Unlocked. If that Starfield Direct, by the way, had you dying to know more, stick around because I got a chance to not only talk to Todd Howard about it, I also got to play
Alan Wake.
an hour of it myself yesterday.
Starfield interview with Todd Howard. Oh, I kind of have to watch that, don't we?
At Alan Wake 2. But first, to help me break down some of the other big announcements from this excellent showcase, I am joined right now once again.
What did you say? You're banned? And I'm banned from a week on Twitter, so I can't even complain about it. What did you do on Twitter? Starting some fights.
Already kindly jumped right in on. Summing it up with a wow, that's good. Kat?
I thought it was a strong show. It didn't have enough gameplay, maybe. And
Yeah, exactly. Didn't have enough gameplay.
There were a lot of announcements that really landed. Clockwork Revolutions was a big one. Fable looked terrific, and I feel pretty good about a lot of the releases.
Well, I don't know if Fable looks terrific because once again, it just looked like an animation trailer.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be the bad guy today, and that's fine because I feel like it was good, but again, like Kat said, the gameplay was very weak from what we did see, and I was actually expecting a lot more gameplay and a lot more in-depth looks at gameplay.
The chaos of Twitter. Yeah, I have an account. I just never use it. I don't know. I just never got on the Twitter train. Or, you know, from what I've heard, it's just fine.
Well, our audience, or at least my audience on Twitter, which is admittedly a lot of fellow Xbox fans, super happy with it. As of reading it right now, exactly 7,000 votes in a little poll that I put up, informal poll, obviously. 54% of those 7,000 people gave it an A. Another 32% a B, 10% of C and then 4% D or F. So the Xbox crowd on my feed.
Yeah, I mean, it had some hype trailers, but no actual gameplay for that, except for the Starfield, in which we were all expecting anyway, because we've seen enough trailers.
Summer of Gaming to tell us what you're excited about from the show, and
I don't know.
What we've got here.
Spoilers, Starfield.
Well, I need to find them here.
Yeah, no meat. Starfield had ton. I mean, there's a bunch in there to break down and look at. I don't think I don't know if I'll do a full breakdown of that sucker. That right now, that's a lot of time. Much rather start interviewing and see what mod authors, their take on it. Especially if we can find some mod authors that are thinking about the vehicle aspect. I know, and we didn't see anything about CK2, which I wasn't expecting. I mean, these aren't the type of things that you would see a creation kit. The interest is there for a very specific community. The Fable video, I mean, that was funny.
Next gen graphics, right? Yeah. I mean, we keep talking about when is next gen going to actually show up. The animation is phenomenal in this game, and it's clear that they're going for that kind of tongue-in-cheek approach to the humor of Fable. They brought, I don't remember his name, sorry, from the IT crowd. It's like,
yeah, I don't.
Narrator. But it looks great.
I mean, yeah, that's some severely polished gameplay, if any. How can you tell?
On the narrator, and like I'm assuming that's our character player who like found the narrator because they were like, oh, this is awkward. I didn't get to.
Yeah, CK is a later thing. I heard nothing about the mods though. But then again, this may not be the forum to go ahead and spring a mod marketplace. But no Fallout remake.
The sort of mic drop gasp moment was
kind of what I was looking for.
Major pivot from the first game, which is that apparently this is like you're a miniature person in a miniature world with like quote unquote full size people. Yeah. So it's there's like just a whole other dynamic that we never saw in the original Fable series.
But like the gameplay that they showed looks so freaking good. Like I can't believe how blown away I am by this game from the moment.
Yeah,
that
but it's
Richard,
super
and I'm gonna butcher the
polished.
last name, Ayoade, came on the screen.
I guarantee
and, like,
you when you
I
play the
love
game,
his
it's not going to look like
delivery
that.
And everything, to seeing what it will look like when you're playing, like walking around in this field. I can't believe it. It's stunning. And that was their opener. Like, I think it was really smart to bookend with Starfield on the end and this in the opener, because this kind of like is something we've been waiting for a long time. And as a Fable, you're a huge Fable fan. You got to be
big time. I mean, this was stunning to me. I mean, this was I don't know if I could have asked for a better proper reveal. You know, the thing we got a couple years ago was purely a obvious CG cinematic teaser that really succeeded in conveying that Playground understood the tone of Fable, like that you were alluding to, Kat. But now this, as our first look at, you know, in-engine gameplay stuff, I mean, this is incredible. I mean, this is I shouldn't be surprised. I don't know why I'm stumbling for words, because Playground, their track record is like that's not hyperbole, that's not exaggeration.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to watch Todd Howard's interview a little bit later. There's no way they're gonna ask him questions about the vehicles.
But their last game was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, they didn't give anything away.
In 2021, and it looks like they're hungry for another trophy when you look at this.
Kat, you want to see
Yeah, there's gonna have to be another next year for the release gameplay of what it actually looks like.
Pitching itself as sort of an everything game where you were growing
You
old
can't believe
in
these
this
trailers
world, and you were
anymore, you
living in
know?
This fantastical world. I remember how excited people were when it came out on the original Xbox. Will this game capture
There was something. Hold on, let me see if I
the
could go
dynamic
back here
feeling
for a
of-
second. Where was that original trailer? Oh, that was pretty close, Shallow. It was right. I swore that mech thing I want to see. Oh no, this is the Jesus, this thing is long. Where is the actual? Okay, so there's the Fable. There's the Sea of Pirates. And where was that random video? Forza, right. Necrom. Oh. No, that's still Necrom.
You're part of
Okay,
Constellation
let's
now.
see here.
Part.
I swore I saw that mech thing, and I thought I saw a vehicle. I mean, my hopes are non-existent for it, but I was just curious. There's an arch. I mean, if that's literally the St. Louis arch, I would say Earth is probably just totally destroyed, which would make sense as far as not having to recreate the whole world or just get rid of the world. So that's a possibility.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge
Where
in the unknown.
is that little, like, broken robot it looked like?
Not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
I'm gonna end up watching this thing 100,000 times. Oh, and did we see anybody climb stairs?
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
Oh, where's that mech? Okay. That's in the background too. That is definitely, those are definitely mech suits. So, you have walking mech suits visible in game, but you don't use them? Hey, how's it going, Scout? It just doesn't make sense that you don't show the vehicle, but you show these mech suits. Like, are they just screwing with you at this point? I mean, yeah, I guess it could be remnants of a war, maybe they're robot techs, but that's still alluding that they exist, so why wouldn't they exist with you? I don't know what kind of fudge around that they're going to make, like, oh, they just can't fit in your ship. And I thought I saw another loader too.
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
Yeah, so I've seen these around a lot. These little, oh, it doesn't show my mouse when I do that. I don't know why it doesn't when I record. But the right side of the screen, it's a loader vehicle. It has the 4 wheels, and it looks like you put supplies on it. And it would be a transport, you know, essentially a vehicle for supplies. I don't understand that. Oh, that was a robot again. And those dancers are ridiculous. And so they have capital ships in it. They didn't say you can own it. Once again, I do kind of think that that would be an expansion thing where you can actually get your own capital ship. So that would be your home base in space. That makes sense, and it would definitely sell as a DLC.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
It's just a regular planet.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
They didn't show the ability to walk around a ship while in space. I thought I saw one where they were in space when they did it. I'll hunt it down. I think I did. Oh, and there's that oh, what is it called? I don't think there's a name, but the how far back did I go? I think I passed it again. Oh, that space battle looked kind of sick, though.
Out there.
I mean, that would be insane if they were like, no, you just sit in your seat. You can have a crew and you can talk to them when you're landed, but then again, they don't have vehicles from what I see, so it could be that crazy. That ship is, I like their ship designs though.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Jump is ready. I love this part.
Yeah, that guy definitely stays alive. Interesting. I kind of like the theory where he was dead and you get a ship. But maybe that was too dark for Bethesda.
Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Ah, that's what I was talking about. So there's that same design, but it looks like it's on a different planet, and then there's a bigger one in the background. So these are probably your waypoints, or I don't know what you would want to call them. Maybe that's where you get your powers, where you get your space wizardry. The game looks so good. Yeah, it still looks good. What's up, Shadow? Something broken? Did the sound go away? I don't know.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
Oh, there's a decent blood splatter there. Oh, it's freaking out. It's freaking out. Oh, okay, got it.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies.
That space battle. See, that's what I want to see more of. A lot of questions. I'll definitely listen to Todd in a bit.
This is where we belong.
All right, let's see if we could find that. What part of that was this?
And now, let's take to the sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to copy all the videos.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
That's the combat part. Where's the one where you get out of it?
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system.
That's their sales pitch.
Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
Maybe it's
Everything
over
you see
here.
here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, Or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and
Yeah, actually,
adding a new habitat.
I'm gonna let this roll for a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Adding
So many soft
to the
drinks.
ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom.
No
into
black
romance.
holes.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship,
Yeah,
you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
I could live without the
Potential crew members out in the world.
the holes, but vehicles, that's a.
I gotta get off this rock.
I just can't get over it. Maybe it'll settle down. I mean, it's not going to stop me from playing it, that's for sure. Have any of you figured out what the price is for the? I could look, I guess, but I want to keep the video rolling. The price for the legendary edition or whatever it's called.
Avoid getting shot. You might die.
Don't really have money right now for it anyway, but curiosity.
This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams.
Let's see here. So to take off and
now,
then
let's take to the sky.
yes, take to the sky. They definitely fixed the that smoke effect. It looks a little more natural. Yeah, I mean, lore-wise, it just doesn't. I mean, what's the rationale of not having a vehicle?
Cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything, and that is really cool for us as developers.
Are you gonna get out of your ship?
Should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way.
Those are all the gun plays.
We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
If I can find it.
Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
I swear I saw it somewhere in there. Alright, is Todd talking yet?
Power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
Wait, was that Todd?
You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Yeah, I don't want the rest of their rent and filler talk. If Todd is up, I'll watch that really quick. Otherwise, I should probably try to figure out some shorts or something and watch this 100 times. The Swix will be up for hope my laptop can run. Oh boy, I don't know. It looks, I mean, the amount of stuff this thing is processing. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's another reason why they couldn't do the vehicles. They went too high fidelity for rapid movement across the surface of a planet. That's the only logical reason I can think of. I like the taking over the ship. That's cool. But what do you do with these ships once you have them? Sell them?
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
Yeah, you just retrieve it.
But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when your planet
gotta have your own wingmen. Come on.
To see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
That's big. I wouldn't call it gigantic, though.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship.
Well, they did have that X for $350, and apparently you can play it on that.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well.
I won't be able to say how well it'll play, though. It still seems like a lot for anything to handle.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships.
Well, no, I don't know. They didn't show any mechs you can ride. I just saw mechs in that one trailer they showed before the Starfield Direct.
But I want to go out and just start
taking
things from people.
There is Vasco, so as far as the framework, you can probably make it larger and then mod some sort of cockpit animation that's already there to it. But I mean, that's going to be some choppy stuff, at least the first couple mods of that. It just seems so strange.
Is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places.
Oh, I don't know much about consoles either, but I think the X is the entrance one. I think the S is the high-end one. That one would be a Shadow Question. He plays on the Xbox.
Is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this.
Yeah, it seemed really weird that you can see those mechs or giant robots, I guess. They look like they were from a past war, but
we want you to feel like explorers.
I'm just looking for any evidence of some ground unit. I know I'm hoping for the impossible, apparently.
We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this.
You want to make me feel hopeful? Show me a Ford Pinto on the surface of the planet. I would be happy with that.
Giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Let's see, is Todd talking yet? Hey, yep, there's Todd. Okay, let's go see what he has to say.
Back to IGN's Summer of Gaming Showcase. It's time to talk Starfield, the massively ambitious open-world single-player game from Bethesda. I got to sit down with Starfield's director Todd Howard to try and pry as much as I could out of him after I got a chance to play the game for myself, which I'll talk more about in a bit. So
you played the game?
First clip.
I hate
you.
You.
Air a little later today on IGN. Take a look at this. This is the first new IP you've done in a couple of decades now. It's been a little while. So totally new thing. It's the biggest exclusive for Microsoft in a long time.
These are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings. It's the biggest city we've ever made.
What the hell is going on there?
Do you, in all seriousness, like,
that was weird.
kind of feel any extra pressure compared to any of the other games you've made, or you just kind of focus on what you do? I'm just sort of curious if the stuff that like we talk about in the gaming community is something that goes through your head or gets talked about in the office at all.
Well, clearly, you know, I'm aware of that, you know, everything you said. And compared to our previous games, there's always a lot of attention on what we do. We're very fortunate. But for us, we have put so much into this game. And it is, as you said, you know, our first new IP in over 25 years. It's our first major release in about 8 years.
Yeah.
So for us, we have just put so much into it that we're just doing everything we can to make the best game that we can. Hope that everybody loves it. So we feel we're on the right track, and we're really fortunate, I think, with some of those things you said to get the attention.
Yeah.
And that we know there's a lot of people out there looking forward to it, and we just view our job as, you know, hey, just do the best job we can do, put everything we can into the game, and I hope everyone loves it.
That's a little taste of Todd Howard. We've got some more coming up. But first, I mean, it was an extraordinarily unique privilege to get to play this game yesterday. So I thought I would let you guys ask me some questions about it. Now, I will preface this, an hour, which I think probably came across in the direct, an hour is nothing. Like almost actually nothing in this game. Not to look the gift horse in the mouth of getting to play it for an hour, but yeah, it was not a lot of time to really dig in. I played from the beginning, and then we fast forwarded to we loaded up another save file and kind of jumped along a couple times, but still really, really early. So I'll go to you guys first to let you ask me some stuff, and then we've got some community questions teed up as well. So, Destin,
was it good?
Was it good? Yeah, no, what I will honestly say I don't know about you guys, but what I got from the direct, which I also had a chance to watch the direct before playing it and talking to Todd so that I could prep better questions for Todd. And what I got from the direct was that this game is like absolutely, the scale and scope of it's insane. And from what little I got to play it for myself, that absolutely comes across. Like I think people are going to be playing this game for actual years.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
Actual years, yes. No
maybe you don't know the answer to this, but what PC, do you know what the build of the PC was that you were playing on?
So I played on an Xbox Series
you played
X.
On Xbox,
yeah, I played on console, which they wanted me to see. Well, and I've got more from Todd about the console side of it coming up. Yeah.
Oh.
Kat?
Played on the console.
How far in was the actual demo? Like, were you starting at the very beginning?
Started from the beginning, like pressing start, opening, title, and then, I mean, I don't want to necessarily ruin the opening of it for people.
I bet you get a watch.
I did get a watch, not a real life watch, but yeah, you do get the watch. You get introduced. Yeah, I mean What
was the character you created?
I purposely didn't spend a lot of time in the character creator because I was like, I knew I only had an hour. I'm like, I can't, and I'm also never going to see this character ever again. So I ended up just kind of choosing a preset, and then, but I did linger in with choosing your background and your traits, and there are actually so many that I don't even remember what I chose, but there's a lot of neat background choices. Now you heard him say in the direct you can like change them later. There are ways that you can go about changing them.
I like the sacrifice.
I'm really sort of curious how those background characteristics are going to come into play. Like they gave you a little taste of that in the direct of like you might get a line of dialogue somewhere or what have you. But yeah, you could spend a lot of time in the very beginning of the game with the character creator and choosing your background and whatnot.
Did you get to experience a story mission start to finish?
Sorry, Destin, one more time.
Did you get to experience a story mission, like start to finish?
No, I was just jumping around.
Okay.
So yeah, that unfortunately was not the case. Let me go now. Let me get the IGN community involved in here.
The biggest one is if there's going to be co-op or multiplayer, which I think.
Oh no, I mean this is this is just like Todd Howard, Bethesda's other games. This is a single-player game that's probably gonna live on for as long as Skyrim has. I mean, based on the amount of content. So let's see. Risk Levo asks, Can you talk about your take on the 1,000 planets to explore?
What?
I actually kind of see why they went with a 1,000 planets approach, but I want to know how you feel and think about it.
How is not a vehicle the first question?
I did a little ship combat. I did a couple little bit of planet scanning. And then I was in the New Atlantis, like the main city, which I'll talk more about that. But the 1,000 planet thing, I asked Todd, so it's like, how many of them are handcrafted versus procedurally generated? And he said most everything, again, you'll see this in the full interview, but most everything is procedurally generated, but there's like the quests and other things are handcrafted on top of that stuff. So that I found like, okay, that makes sense as a
right. It's like a random encounter system, but on a large scale.
AJ asks, I just want to know if you can explore other worlds like a sci-fi Raylan Givens, or do you have to be an astronaut all the time? And no, you can. I actually think I was saying this to Todd after I finished playing for the hour. I think there are going to be people that never complete the main story. Mm-hmm. Like they'll get entertained, like going off and living, because you can crew your ship. Yeah. You could there's so many other things you can do that aren't the main story in the game that I think there are going to be plenty of people that are going to be like, yeah, I've played 300 hours and I haven't finished the campaign.
Yeah. I feel like I might just live in space, boarding other ships that I see along the way. Like that looks so great.
You can hail them, or you can board. Like I docked with a big freighter ship.
Hey, Jeffrey.
And they said, well,
they have to live on that procedural
go on and shoot everyone. Like, oh yeah, absolutely.
Placement, and then have the handcrafted stuff just randomly
It was
appear.
actually a really neat little scenario.
It reminds me of like Fallout 2 when you were wandering the waste,
the gravity,
and they would just pop up random cool encounters.
The generator was on the fritz.
Hopefully
so
they all tie together
you'd
nicely.
You'd be walking along, and then it would. The lights would flicker and the gravity would go off, and then you'd start floating. Oh. And so then you're kind of floating around, and like you saw in the direct, if you have like a shotgun, you'll get blasted back, and then the gravity will come back on, and you drop back to the floor. And so that allowed for some fun physics moments where I happen to have a shotgun, and so you just blast the guys
Physics
and they go.
Gotta be pretty cool.
Star Trek 6, where they're floating through Klingons.
Yeah, so
Star Trek
so that
6.
was really cool.
There's a niche.
Let's see here. I'll let our social team. Oh, there's actually we'll get some more comments in here. We've got another minute and a half.
Miranda's in chat, and she actually asked a question that I want to know. She said, "Did you get any cool dialogue options?"
Yes. Yeah, there are definitely. In fact, I think one of the other tweets I saw before we came on the air was
smoochy dialogue.
Curious how you get to that.
People asking about pacifist options. So what I can say is, when you first, there's a moment early on where you first get a weapon, but you don't have to pick it up, because you get attacked, and it's minor spoilers, I guess. Shocking, there's combat in this game, but
no.
You have a choice. So you don't have to pick up the gun if you don't want to, and I don't know how far you'll be able to get with just like sweet talking people through the conversation options, but it's definitely there. Yeah, it's absolutely there.
Can you romance them?
Well, I didn't see that, but we saw that. That was mentioned in the direct.
You can romance animals.
Yeah, no,
it's the furry trait.
As many people as I
oh my God!
Sure. I mean, well, Destin's our resident Mass Effect super fan, so that was a memorable component.
It's like, these are some teed up questions.
For me, I'm so excited that we
can you tell me why this game is so great?
Because you can level, that's how I played Fallout, right?
Yeah.
Max charisma, max strength, so if I can't convince them, I can punch them.
Yeah, I did at one point. I ran out of ammo, but I had an axe on me, and it was very satisfying to just run up to the bad guys and beat them with the axe. All right. Enough from me. You want to hear from Todd Howard. Let's take another look at a clip of my conversation with Todd Howard. This one about the game on the Xbox Series X. You guys have always done post-release content. If you've had like major paid, bigger expansions, you've had smaller scale stuff. I can't imagine that you'd even want to necessarily expand this game geographically moving forward, because there's already a ton there. So I know you're not here to just give away announce your post-release plan, but conceptually, how are you thinking about it, given that this is like a giant universe rather than just
a continent like in Cyrodiil and in an Elder Scrolls game?
Right, it's a great question. I mean, look, we're going to be doing a lot of add-on content for Starfield. We love doing it. Our fans love it. We will have announced sort of the first one that's going to we're going to do a story expansion pack that's going to be coming. Our plan is to do things of varying sizes, and we've done a lot of that in our previous games. So it's something that we really like doing, our fans like. And so despite the size of the game, there's still things we want to add as far as features in the future and stories and things like that. So we think this is going to hopefully that's going to continue for a long time that way.
There's some weird interview breakups here. They're really
all right,
pulling
that was the other one I was going to play for you in a little while, but that's all right. We were going to hear it anyway. So that was Todd talking about the post-release content plans. So you saw it on that sort of end card, that end slate of the Direct was like the first story expansion. So they've got plans. I don't know. I can't imagine they're going to add geography to this game.
No,
like
they'll probably
Shivering
add
Isles
vehicles
with Oblivion or things like that. But
you think they could add more planets? Do something like Far Harbor?
We're going 1,010 planets.
I mean, just like they do really good self-contained storylines. Their expansions tend to be pretty varied, right? I mean, if you look back at Fallout 4, there were the additional items, but then you also had things like the Nuka world.
Yes.
They added whole new mechanics. So I would expect a pretty robust offering from Starfield in terms of expansions.
Yeah, I think, to head off what are probably a lot of comments that I can't see right now, I'll give my sort of overall impression of this and then let you guys keep firing away questions and we'll go back to more community ones. But I think my Twitter-friendly summary of, at least again, just scratching the surface of the surface in an hour, to me this feels like No Man's Sky with an entire full Bethesda role-playing game built on top of it. I guess another way you could phrase it would be No Man's Sky 2, in the sense of if there were to be a full sequel to No Man's Sky, well, what would you want? You'd probably want a full story, quests, characters, and that to me is what's going on in this game. It's got all the exploration of No Man's Sky. It's got the mining laser.
Dad takes priority.
Rocks to mine resources and other stuff.
I mean, unless this was release date, then no.
Fallout 4-like, Skyrim-like game built on top of it with a ton of different characters. I did get to play a little bit of the main story. They asked me not to, give away anything. I wouldn't want to do that. But I met some of the people from Constellation, which is that's the group of people you're going to be working with. I won't tell you why necessarily, but it becomes obvious in the first, 30 minutes or so of the game. But to me, I think most people would find, Kat, you were giving it a sort of gesture of approval there at the notion that that I think it feels like No Man's Sky with a Bethesda RPG built on top of it.
I mean, I love No Man's Sky and I love the concept behind it because it feels so vast and I like spaceships. Come on, but this is a passion project by Todd Howard. The guy's been talking about this since 1997, and it's clear that they're putting a lot of effort into it. I mean, we think about what do we want out of a video game? So many people want the holodeck game, the everything video game, and it feels like they're really kind of going for that with Starfield. You said, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people who don't finish the story, who just go live in this universe. That's a big Bethesda trait. I never finished Skyrim.
Really?
I moved into the Imperial capital, bought a house,
nice.
Married my werewolf girlfriend, had a great time. Yeah, that was my end game.
So I don't know if you can speak
Imperial
to this, but a lot of people in the chat are asking if there's performance mode because you played on the Xbox. And if you can't say it, that's okay. But
yeah, we'll cue Todd up to talk.
Dan Parkhurst will have it ready for us.
Wow, Destin. Wow,
yeah, that's just like one of the most burning questions that I do see in chat. So
yeah,
very excited that you got to talk to Todd about it.
Yeah, he was very gracious with his time for sure. I think we're a few minutes away. Let me see if we have more community questions.
They were curious if you can interact with like aliens or any sort of alien type species. Like
no, they already
in the ESO universe.
That's true.
Yeah,
I did. It's funny actually. Now that you make me think about it, I don't think I saw any non-humans. I don't know. It's not to say that there aren't necessarily, but from the mostly beginning of the game part that I saw, I did not see any.
Yeah, they already said that one guy when you run into it, he's like, "Oh, to find another This is built by another intelligent race. It just made it sound like there is no other species. So that seems like the point of this game is to learn of a creature that's out there, which is kind of disappointing. For me, anyway.
NPCs that were not human. Now, I mean, you saw in the direct one of the reasons that I mentioned No Man's Sky is because we saw those sort of
I think she was talking
fantastical,
about
like
Oblivion,
alien
maybe.
dinosaur-looking things, and like the kind of creatures, the kind of wildlife that we have seen in No Man's Sky. But yeah, I'm not sure if they have non-human races that'll be
it doesn't look like it.
A core part of the game or not.
But you can punch the...
Again? What the hell? Really? Did my internet just say no? Pause, play. Exit full screen. I wonder if their chat has, like, joined the Navy. Give me 60 FPS. Oh, yeah, they didn't talk about the FPS. Yeah, that's a no-no. What's going on here? All right, hold on. Let's move it back a second. Wow. No State of Decay 3? Yeah, of course you're not going to see State of Decay 3 right now. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 60. You know, I'm torn about the aliens because I do really like the Mass Effect of all those species and kind of like the relations with each other, and it leaves a vast universe, a Star Trek kind of theme for me. But I also do understand like the idea of where we're at right now as a civilization of like kind of exploring to find what else is out there. But it seems weird that there's 1,000 planets and no one has found another intelligent species. I don't know. I don't know.
Trading with them, or you
there
can
we go.
Be a pirate and go board them and take them out and raid their ship.
Yeah, but it's weird. They said they were going to talk about FPS. I think it's probably 30 too.
Stealing them, it'll be great.
I got Star Trek: The Next Generation vibes from all the space stuff. Like, there's a lot of stories that you can end up stumbling upon by boarding those other ships.
Yeah.
It looked like there's friendly people.
I would
in
love
space,
to have
you
the
know?
Star Trek Generation
And then you
vibes,
get to,
but
like,
I
go
did
down
not
to
get
these
that.
planets and have these story beats. I think overall the Starfield
I got more
showcase,
Firefly,
just
if anything.
From my takeaway from it was so much better than the previous one because it really showed that Bethesda DNA and what your experience will sort of be like when you're doing all these different things.
And that room of the Doom.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think for me, the Starfield
shooter.
Oh, okay, we're still going to do more deep dives into Starfield, right?
We got plenty of time.
There was a rumor that the Doom, one of the Doom creators or someone who worked on it, was helping with the shooting aspects of it, and it definitely feels a little more Doomy. I don't know if that's just me though.
Don't worry about that.
All right, great, cool. Because I can go more into depth on why the first part didn't really hit with me. But it was this part where in space where you can board the ships, you can bring them around, and once you conquer them, you know, it's yours. It didn't really quite hit me that I wanted to play this game until then. So, which we can obviously go into more detail about. But yeah, I don't know.
I hear you on that. Not everything's for everybody, you know? Like, I don't like the building of the outpost aspect. Like, I didn't like that in Fallout 4.
Me neither.
So I imagine I may not do that much in this one. But I love the idea of making a dumb mech ship that flies all weird. Like, that, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally me. So like, I like that it has something for sort of every player.
Yeah, maybe you can make the docking port like the hand on your mech. Just reach out and grab a ship. That'd be cool.
I will say quickly in the last like 20 seconds before we go to our next break, the New Atlantis was probably the highlight of it for me, which was one of the things I was looking most forward to from when they've teased it before. It definitely had like a Mass Effect meets Oblivion vibe, like the Imperial City in Oblivion, the main capital city, where there are tons of NPCs around. You can talk to all of them. Some of them are just like, I don't have anything to say, but you can talk to all of them. and there's multiple districts. You get around by like a subway type system, like that. That to me, it seems like the focus on the major cities. Again, I think I might spend dozens of hours just in those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's there's so much more to talk about.
True.
And we will talk more about Starfield.
Show me
its
the
huge
aliens,
and
though.
kind of scary universe in a bit. Speaking of scary universes, we got to sit
But it's
down
true, it's something
with the team
different.
behind the latest
We're
game in the Remedyverse.
Trying to find
Alan
an alien
Wake
race.
2.
Maybe we are
We'll be
alone
taking a
or
look
something.
at that in a little bit and continuing our Xbox Showcase discussion. But first, a quick break. Summer of Gaming. We'll be right back.
Quick break. Oh, good. It's load ahead. How much farther did I let it load? Oh.
And I think somebody said, wait, is this Sea of Thieves? And then it's Avowed. So art style wise, it's got a little bit more of a kind of colorful, fantastical style, I think, than that initial, we were talking about the contrast between the initial CG reveal trailer from a few years ago to this. And that first one had kind of a darker tone, right?
Yeah, darker, more Elder Scrolls Skyrim tone, in my opinion. So I was very thrown off when I saw this, just because it wasn't what I was expecting, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. At the end of the day, it's going to be, what is the storytelling like? Is the gameplay solid? What are the different class builds like? And like the
it's going to be
really
like
cool. So
forever before they get the full Todd interview.
Things, like from the Pillars of Eternity universe, that will intrigue players. Now the question is, do they execute on all the facets of that game and that franchise and why it's so popular?
Kat, you host a role-playing game podcast.
All right. It looks like it's going to be intermediate between when they get back to the Starfield
Obviously, it's not the same thing, but this to me
conversation. I'm for Avowed and all that, but I got to start downloading these videos and editing and get to it. It's already almost 1. So thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me, watching this. Mostly good. I'll give it a B for Starfield. The rest of it, I don't really have anything for it.
Not too long after that, and it was interesting to kind of read between the lines.
But
Obsidian said that they
yeah, vehicles. I need to find out. I'm gonna watch probably the whole interview later on tonight. Yeah, I got chopping up, editing. I don't know if I have much in this video for dropping. It's mostly me just watching it and talking shit.
It was good. It was not an all-time classic. It had solid.
All right, yeah, I gotta eat too.
It did feel very
freaking get some food in me.
Clean, so
all right, guys.
I'm hoping that
take care. And we only got 3 more months. I have to go buy it. Decide which one I'm gonna go buy. If I'm gonna go all in and get the watch.
It did not really hit for me.
I don't know, man.
Stella, is a smaller scale a negative for you with this?
Time for food.